Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hey there friends, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. Today in the Bible Bistro we're looking at Psalm 18, verses 19 and 20. And this finishes off the me section that we had began there in verse 16 and continued all the way down here into verse 20. David repeating that me and my. He delivered me. We had that in 17. From those who hated me, they were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my distress, but the Lord was a staff for me. So he will bring me out into a broad place. That begins verse 19 today. And so let me read for us verses 19 and 20. So he will bring me out into a broad place, and he will deliver me because he delights in me. The Lord will reward me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hands. He has recompensed me. All right, so there's the me section ending there in verse 20. You'll notice a beautiful thing about verse 20, these little couplets. And that's, most of these verses are couplets, which is a couplet is a two-part poetic device. So you've got part A and part B. And in Hebrew poetry, the couplets usually magnify one another. They, you say one thing in the A part, which is then repeated and emphasized in the B part. That is sound Hebrew poetry right there. Well, we have sound Hebrew poetry, but we also have a little chiasm going on here as well, because you'll notice the couplet has four parts in verse 20. The Lord will reward me is part A. According to my righteousness is part B. According to the cleanness of my hands, part C. He has recompensed me, part D. So there's the four parts. And you'll notice how this chiasm works. The Lord will reward is paralleled with he has recompensed. But sandwiched in between those two, we have according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hands. Now, God doesn't deliver according to that. God rewards according to that. So he brings me out into a broad place and delivers me because he delights in me, not because I've done anything good or bad, just simply because of his own choice. This is the choice of God. This is his providence here, his election. This is what this is about, verse 19. He delivers me because he delights in me. It has nothing to do with what I've done. But now my reward, for eternity is dependent upon works. So how I'm rewarded is according to how I've worked and my righteousness and the cleanness of my hands and so forth. So we have reward mentioned here rather than deliverance. Let's not get confused about whether or not this is, he's delivering me because I was righteous, because there is no righteousness in any of us. We're not righteous. He is righteous. He imputes his righteousness to us. If he gives us anything because of righteousness, he's giving it to us because of his righteousness, not ours. But he does watch our works, and he'll reward us according to those works. And I think that's what David is referring to right here. The Lord's going to reward me according to my righteousness. I'm the son of my father, and when I was a boy, I lived in his house. And I lived in his house not because I did anything right or wrong. I lived there because I was his son and he loved me. He had compassion for me because I was his child. But he rewarded me according to the things that I did. So I either was punished or I was rewarded according to my obedience or disobedience to my father. And so that's what we have here. He delights in me because I'm his child. Therefore, he's going to bring me out and set me in a broad place. That's the benefit of being the child of God. But the rewarding happens because I've been obedient or I've not been obedient. So I think that's what David is trying to get at here in verse 20. Well, next week we're going to look at verses 21 through 30. So I hope that you'll join me then for another great section in Psalm 18. So join me then on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.